Welcome to another episode of AI-assisted course creation. In this video series, two seasoned edupreneurs, Aruna and I, Gautam, are using the popular ChatGPT and other large language models to rebuild an online course from scratch. We are not here to merely talk about the possibilities and limitations of ChatGPT. We aim to do a step-by-step demonstration on how AI can be harnessed effectively to enhance your teaching and course creation workflows.
In today's video, we're going to be taking Emily, our ChatGPT persona's help to create a syllabus for our course. So if you remember from our last video, we created learner outcomes with help from Emily. If you haven't watched it yet, make sure to click on the links down below in the description box and watch that video. Also, if you like the content we're creating, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you can support us. So let's jump right into today's activity.
Okay, so we're going to start by creating our favorite online educator persona. So I'm starting a new chat on ChatGPT, and I'm choosing GPT-4 with browsing enabled with Bing, which is now on beta. I've enabled that, and I'm going to paste the prompt for creating Emily. Okay, so Emily has been created.
The plan is that we are going to create some context for Emily. We basically want to get her help in creating a syllabus or curriculum for our course. And the idea is very simple. We provide her some inputs and we describe to her what output we want. So in this case, we're going to start off by providing just two inputs, the course title and course description that we already have on our landing page. And then the output that we require from her is a detailed syllabus, which we'll want formatted as a table, and we also give her what column titles we want for that.
So just the prompt given, Emily started generating the table for the syllabus. See, while this is an excellent first draft for the template of a syllabus, I feel it goes beyond the scope of the boundaries that we have set for our course. If you notice, right from step 3, it talks about creating content, structuring the content, designing engaging content, etc. So perhaps we have to give ChatGPT additional information and additional context for it to create a revised and better syllabus draft. What do you think, Aruna?
I agree. As is usual for us, Gautam, we gradually add in constraints so that at the first go, we get to see what ChatGPT's unconstrained response is to our query. The advantage of that is we get ideas that we like. One idea that I already like from Emily's current response is a session on maintaining momentum and keeping the course relevant. So while that may not be relevant to our 2-day program, it's still an idea we can use in a later course.
So what I can do next is I can actually tell Emily that we had planned our course to be just 2 sessions. So we can see how Emily will revise the syllabus.
Okay, so session 1 seems promising. It's unearthing your potential. She seems to have zeroed in on the actual scope of our course, which is to focus on figuring out who the potential students are and showcasing the expertise of the course creator. So I'm liking session 1. Now session 2 is completely going off rails because she's diving into course creation and marketing. In reality, our 2-day session is not that. The Kickstarter will only help you brainstorm ideas for your course. You don't dive into actually creating a course.
Spot on. I agree too. So I think what we can do in addition to the inputs that we've already given is maybe give Emily the transcript of one of our earlier videos where we spoke about market course teacher fit in depth and see what she takes from it and how she improves the syllabus.
So you're saying we should give her inputs about what the main topics of the course are.
I agree. As you can see, this is the entire transcript. It's pretty long. Okay, so I've gone and pasted the entire thing and I go ahead.
Okay. This is a response I'm liking much better, Gautam. So I'm liking the first session, finding the perfect fit, which is talking a little bit about audience, course, evaluating the instructor themselves as a teacher, which I think alludes to describing their expertise and so on. And session 2 is also not outside the scope of our course as we envisioned it. It's about validating and iterating. This speaks to taking the course out to the world so people can come and test the idea of the course and give real world feedback.
This is a great draft. One way I think we can try improving it is by giving Emily additional information about our audience. So let's see what Emily comes up with once we share that also.
So once again, what I like is that Emily has incorporated more of our constraints and she changes her tone and pitching a little bit. It's up to you how you want to describe your audience. Maybe you can be very specific about the level of expertise, or you want to talk about the background of your students. Feel free to share as much as you want about your intended target audience.
Yeah, I like how the session 2 focus is really being further drilled down on getting validation and getting a lot of feedback. Okay, the next step is we give Emily additional information. This time, the learner outcomes that we had prepared for the course, we want to share with Emily and ask her to improve the syllabus draft further based on these inputs.
Well, clearly AI also likes to fritter away time by browsing.
I think browsing has also made it forget about the table format, but at least the headers are the same. I feel like it's slightly bloated compared to the previous response. Okay, I'm asking Emily to convert this into a table format. I don't think there has been an improvement after we gave our learner outcomes.
Okay, so here we compare the course syllabus that we have on our landing page, which was like a shitty first draft of the course syllabus we wanted to put up, with a detailed sort of course syllabus that Emily has just now provided us with. So let me quickly say what I like about Emily's response. She's kept it to 2 sessions, and I particularly like her description of a topic of each session. There is a detailed description of what the aim of the session is and how we're going to accomplish the aim of the session. Now, some people don't like to put it on the landing page because the landing page then gets too wordy. Instead, they have a brief schedule or course syllabus the way we have it. But then they also have a detailed PDF where they would have a table of the sort that Emily has created for us, and perhaps with even more columns than just 5, perhaps even descriptions of subtopics and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Aruna. This is more like as a student, when I joined the course, I would receive a handbook and this syllabus would be detailed out in part of it. So for that purpose, I really like it. I also like the fact that it's mentioned the activities, but one concern I have is that they appear a little vague. So I think generating clarity on what those activities are, what the steps involved are, how can the students go about conducting them, what's the role of teachers there, that is what we have to detail out. And that is the topic that we're going to cover in our next video, which will be released next week. Stay tuned.